And that is how you rebuild a rear, just kidding, that's how you change the oil. And well, we made it on the highway. We're gonna do some drivability on the new DFC long block to see how it does for mileage wise on doing 100 kilometers an hour. We'll convert that to miles for you Americans in the video. And then we'll do some performance tests using the Livewire TS Plus. Hey everybody, guys, gals, well guys and two gals, Matt here, Hollywood's Garage, and today we're working on the Super Duty again. It's the last thing for fluids on this truck that has not been touched. Everything else is new. Brake fluid's about 50% new. I only changed the reservoir fluid, not a proper flush, but regardless, we are changing front and rear diff fluids. I already bought the fluids. The front's gonna rock with 8W90. This does have the limited slip additive. I don't think you need it though for the front, but it just has it anyway. So 80W90, Ford recommends. And then the rear, I do have Pennzoil again, 75, 140, but this does have the API GL5 for the limited slip. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the rear first. We'll get that unbolted and we'll see how it drains out. We'll give it a clean and hopefully everything's good. And we'll see you underneath there. First thing first, always check to make sure that your fill plug can be removed before draining, because if you drain and you can't fill, you're in a world of hurt. So there we go. We can loosen her up. We're good. We can also just check what the level is. It's actually leveled up even. Yeah. So you're supposed to fill until you get oil coming out. The end of the plug looks to be, can you see it there? Looks to be fine. A little bit of black schmoo on it, but no, I don't see any metal. So we'll leave it on the side. See what we're at for a depth with the old pinky dip. We're in the wrong hand. Yeah, it's just below. It's pretty much about here, so we're good there. Okay, let's pull this cover. So next we'll be pulling all these bolts off the cover. Here's the tag for the diff size, or ring gear and pinion for the gear ratio. First thing first is I'll use a ratchet to loosen. Oil looks relatively good so far. Probably didn't need changed, but peace of mind. Try not to bend the cover when you do this, so just take your time. It's obviously been changed before. Blue is not normal. So far so good though. I don't see any concerns. I mean, it drove good. Every once in a while on a corner, on a sharp 90-degree corner coming from like a stop to turning right on a road, it kind of felt like it was kind of trying to engage on a turn, but usually changing your oil to new oil can fix that. So that's what we're hoping for here. And honestly, it was never bad enough to where it would be like catching and like chirping or anything like that, but it just felt like it was trying to grip. And that could have been because I was accelerating or trying to lock up too, right? But being a limited slip. But either way, it's peace of mind, but we'll change it. Doesn't smell like it's super old or anything like that. It looks really good. There's no chunks. So we'll let that finish draining. We'll get something to clean up all this. The guy was nice and didn't put lots on, so we'll get a razor blade or something and scrape all that off and clean off the cover too. And I'll check back in when that's all cleaned up. Got the cover cleaned off with a wire, but on a bench, so. we're good there. Only with that, you gotta make sure you got a brake clean, get all that out of there. It's the only problem when using a wire wheel like that. But yeah, we'll get some brake clean, we'll spray this out, we'll rub this all down, and get the RTV setting on the plate or on the cover. So when we put it on, it'll be a nice seal on it. Also, look at this cover. It's getting rust pitting on it. We have a huge amount of silicone on the bottom, even on the outside. They must have had a leak that they tried to fix after the fact around the outside. So we're gonna grab the old wire wheel death here, eye poker 5000, because safety glasses. Clean this all up and then we'll give it a respray. I mean, you can buy those nice finned ones and stuff, which one of my first 08 Super Duties had a finned one. So I don't know if that just came with a max tow package or if it was just an aftermarket thing or what you can buy from Ford, but this is only a steel one. So we'll clean this up. We'll get it nice and clean and we'll get it sealed up and then we'll actually spray it probably on the truck. I don't want to waste a bunch of time waiting for it to dry while I put it back on. Here we go. Got it all cleaned up. Wire wheeled off. Obviously the pitting is the pitting. You can only do so much with it. But yeah, I got some brand new JB Weld Ultimate Black RTV, meant for oils and whatnot. We'll get a thin skin coat on this. We'll let it set a little bit while we go finish cleaning up around the pumpkin itself, the rear diff. And then with any, see how much I pulled off of that. There's even chunks here that still is too much. Just don't put a lot on. Your guy doesn't need a shit ton. Just a standard shit ton, not a metric shit ton. And I don't mind, I kind of like bubbling it up like this because it kind of gets a rough texture to it, which will squeeze into the spot that it needs to be on, like, say, the pitting or the low spots that are bent from people using a screwdriver to pry this lid open, i.e. myself. And obviously bring a rag with you because whatever squeezes out you want to clean up on the outside. Okay, let's go underneath the truck and we'll get that all figured out. There, you can see I had a bit of an oil stop in there, just so my brake clean actually had a chance. Spray some on the edge of a rag. Shortcuts are only going to be an issue for you, so don't do shortcuts, just take your time in the future. Ooh, get back here. Little devil. Get a few in there. Try not to get the one to tag. You don't forget about the tag to put it back on. It's always good to know. Treat this like a wheel, I would think. Star pattern. I don't know, start at the top. There we go, 35 foot-pounds. They're all torqued too. And the right amount of squish. Look at that little bit of black sticking through there. Like I said, clean up whatever comes out the edge. Just for a cleaner effect. Because paint won't stick to that either. Let's go clean off this tag and see what kind of gear ratio we have. The tag doesn't say anything about what size it is. It's just a 75 W140 synthetic oil only, which is what we have. So let's throw that back on. While we're down here, let's give it a rebuild. Give her a powder coat with some high build enamel. We'll see what we got here. Semi-gloss black. Ooh. Rebuilding, powder coating, fresh build, high-end parts. Lots of money spent. I didn't brake clean the cover, and I probably should have, in case there was any oils. Yeah, well. East wheels. It's gonna look better than what was on there. We all know painting it red though would add about 100 horsepower. but I don't have red, so I have black. There we go. We'll let that just sit and marinate. And that is how you rebuild a rear, just kidding. That's how you change the oil and clean up the cover and silicone it. And we're gonna fill it still, obviously. We can do that right here right away. I just wanted to get that so it was drying. Fill station is on this side, on the back side where I took that plug out, which we'll finish cleaning up. So let's grab the oils. They say 4 liters to do it. Of course, when they sell oil, it's at 910 milliliters, which obviously that's Canadian, so use that with what you will. So you're gonna be about half a quart or half a liter short maybe. But that's probably why they had it the level they did. But let's see where we get. And I think we're at the full level. I mean, it pours out, so I think we're there. Should have kept my bucket here. Oh, nothing a little brake clean can't fix. Go get a rag and we'll clean that up and we'll bolt her up. And there we have it, all cleaned up. Looking good. I did the pinky level again. Yeah, we are right up top. That wasn't just like a weird thing where he was black backflowing for no reason. He was leveled right up. So we are good. We are complete back here. Now we get to go do the front one, and that one has a track bar in front of it, so that'll be fun. Also, there's no mess on the floor if you just cover it with the spill pad, right? I mean, I should have had this down there to begin with, but I forgot I had them. But I mean, out of sight, out of mind. The front's a little different. You can see the fill is right here. So I do have a syringe style that I can fill this with, because I don't know if you'll be able to get a bottle in that with just like the room you have here. So keep that in mind. But first things first, see if this opens up, because if not, you're not gonna fill it. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Let's see what comes out. Anyway, nope, we have nothing, and nothing on the hang on the plug. Let me just show that to you. Plug is shiny. See, you did the old pinky test. Oh yeah, and it's clean, to be honest. You know what? I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm not gonna change it. It's far too much work. And it looks good. Looks brand new, as you guys saw. I'll show you my pinky. Like, look at that. Brand new. And it's all oil because the way it kind of looks on the ground when you push on something. So we are gonna leave that. And it's full just right below the level. Save ourselves that hour headache. Return our money, return those oils back and get our, I can't remember what I paid for the front. The front was a lot cheaper than the rear oil. I think the front was only like 15 bucks a liter or something, but either way. There we go, nice and good. Okay, I'll get a rag, I'll clean that up. And then there's only one way to make sure that the rear end has enough oil. Let's go drive it and do some, I don't know, adventurous stuff. Well, we made it on the highway. We're gonna do some drivability on the new DFC long block to see how it does for mileage wise on doing 100 kilometers an hour. I'll convert that to miles for you Americans in video. And then we'll do some performance tests using the Livewire TS Plus. So right now, this truck has 31-inch tires on it. Factory is 34-inch, so my speedometer is out about 9.5 kilometers. So I have my phone here with the GPS app doing about 100 to 101. We'll check highway mileage right now. It's a little windy out, but it is what it is. So right now, just average is 17 because I've been giving her, but we'll reset it. So it's all reset there. You can see the speeds, 101. Right now we're doing 11 or 11, 12. We are on a bit of an uphill climb. I've had it as low as 7 liters. Like I said, we're kind of pushing wind right now, so it's just a windy day. We'll check. I'll still doing 100. I'll check back in once we kind of flatten out here. There's like kind of a bad road here, but when I get a flattened road, we'll check in. So we're back. I'm on some flat land now. Speed is still 100, 101. We got her down to 8. doing some flat. Little bit of incline right now, but not too bad. Now we're at 9. We'll see what it gets down to here. 100, 1-ish, 102. My speedometer says 110, but of course, like I said, the smaller tires. So here we're at 8, and I bet you'll go down to 7 here. We're just planed out now on the highway. But this is the best mileage I've ever had with my 6.4s. This is my third 6.4, like I've said. My other ones would get low as 10, maybe 9 doing 100. And obviously we're up in the RPMs right now with the smaller tires. My boost is at 6 to 7 pounds. So this is what we're at here. 8 seems to be our average. Okay, and now I'll find a road here in the back. We'll do some 0 to 100 tap pulls on it, see what our time is, and maybe a quarter mile if we can find a good enough road for that. So we'll see how this 50 horse tune does on a new DFC long block. Okay, we're in the clear. Let's go. That is our 0-100. We did that in 8.75 seconds. That is good. It's not horrible, I guess, not great, but it's not bad. I think our boost was up to about 30, 32 pounds. Obviously can't see that on there, but not bad. Not bad, not bad. I'll take that. That was completely floored. We'll do that one more time, but this time I'll show it with the EGT gauge and the boost gauge so we can see what we're at. Here's our gauge. I'll let you know when we're doing 100. There. That's 100. 100 kilometers an hour. So that was our max. Our max EGT was, I don't know, around 1200. And then our max boost was at 30.27 pounds. Not too shabby. That's on brand new set of twin turbos, just factory obviously, but brand new set with a brand new engine. So I'll take that all day. And on as far as the concerns on my corners now, my 90-degree corners with felt like it was gripping before I changed the fluid, that's gone now. So if you're having issues with your rear diff, which is a locker setup, kind of like trying to lock almost when you're turning sharp corners, change your fluid. Get the recommended fluid, obviously. Says it on the tag on the diff. If you don't remember, just make sure it has that additive. Google it. Use the same stuff I use. It works great. $28 a bottle for a liter. So yeah, that's kind of what we're at here. If you have any questions, comments on the engine or anything like that, let me know. We'll end it there. See you guys in the next one.